Our friend, the world famous Richard Toccato is here with us. And thank you so much for reaching out to Richard. He's telling us all the time about how many listeners are reaching out and saying, hey, show me about that refi, and let's do some stuff like that. That's the way you put it, though. Show me about that refi.
Show me about that refi. What you got about that refi? The cool thing is Ace has said, we have a lot of options, and we have, I'm doing refinances for people. We have people down in Greenville, North Carolina. We have them at the beach at South Carolina. We have them in Charlotte. And the main thing is to refinance, make their finances better, take the stress of every month. If I save them $700 a month, $800 a month, it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. $700 a month. That's fantastic. And again, we've talked about this before. Richard's a broker. That's how he gets more options than a bank. He can do more. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
You know how they always say that, well, they don't say it. It's actually true that poop is a good fertilizer.
Yeah.
And then a lot of fertilizer is actually made of poop. It goes into the process. But they always say that if you pee in the grass, it kills the grass. They say, don't pee in the grass, pee in the dirt. Yeah. Did they tell you that growing up, Riggins?
I don't recall, but I knew dog pee is bad for your grass, too.
Yeah. I just don't know. I would have never known that was true, because if you went to my grandmother's house, if you had pee, you just went outside. That was the rule. Unless you have to poop, don't use the bathroom.
And then really country living people they're not out messing with their yard and stuff. They got grass, they cut it, that's it. Yeah. Usually they're not, we never, and it may have been because we were, we grew up in the wettest state in the United States, but we never put sprinklers on our yard or any of that kind of stuff. And the grass grew too damn much.
Yeah, we had a sprinkler. One that you hook to the hose and go back and forth. And my mom was big about doing that every now and then. But it wasn't very often. I don't remember putting out fertilizer hardly ever.
And the type of grass that we had is called St. Augustine, and it's a wide blade grass. But they say now that to help your plants grow, you should use urine.
Oh.
But you don't just walk out to the, planters, that you got on the porch and start peeing in them. Which is what I immediately started picking. Yeah. The first thing I thought was, now who's going to go out in their yard and just start peeing on their plant, on their flowers?
That's exactly what I thought.
You got neighbors, whatever. But they said you need to dilute it. Are y'all a dilute or dilute?
Dilute.
I think I'm dilute.
Dilute.
Dilute. Dilute.
Dilute?
It's a word I'd never use. First of all,
You got to dilute it.
I need to
Dilute it.
I think dilute. I need to,
Yeah,
you need to
dilute.
dilute that a little bit.
It's too close to delete for me. I'm a diluter.
You just say dilute. Do you also say strength instead of strength?
No, I don't think I would say it that way.
You got
Strength.
you got to dilute it. Yeah, that's the way I always say it. Strength with an F. Strength.
So you're supposed to collect urine and dilute it. I mean, it's like you're like a mad scientist
Right.
with your pee and
Yeah, what do you
So
dilute
gross.
it with? Just water.
Water, I
Okay.
guess, or poop. I don't know. We're gonna dilute it with doo doo.
You really want to get it going good. Put your
Yeah.
doo-doo in there.
So what? Another thing I think about is like say old women who live alone. You know, they're widows or whatnot.
Yeah.
Grandmas always worrying about their plants and stuff. Are they going to collect their urine and be in there mixing it up? If they are, then they might as well just go ahead and turn a webcam on while they're doing it. There's some freaks with peeing grandmas.
oh my god, peeinggrandmas.com. Ugh, that is disgusting.
It is so disgusting. But collecting pee is a weird process anyway. Like when you had to go give a sample at the doctor, I never know how much to put in there because the first time I ever did that when I was a kid, I filled it up to the top and they were
don't need
laughing
that.
about it. And, it's like, oh, you did give us a sample, didn't you? Well, you gave me a cup. I didn't. You should have said just put a little in there and whatnot. And then you put it in that window in like from the bathroom back into the lab thing and all that.
You did give us a sample.
I mean,
Hello.
Yeah, my college roommate got a kidney stone, and he had to, after he went to the hospital and they sent him home and everything, he had to keep a big like gallon jug and save his urine in case the kidney stone came out because they wanted to see it to check it out. But he had to pee into this jug for until he passed the kidney stone.
was it like a wide mouth jug or just like a milk jug?
More of a wide, bigger mouth jug.
You need
had a handle on the side, on the thing.
And is it easier for us to direct it than it is women? Like to make it directional?
Sure.
Yeah.
With something like that, though, would you like insert to do, or are you trying to arc your stream to get it in there?
I like to get as far away from it as possible.
They call me Calvin and Hobbes around the lab.
It's
Arc the stream.
It's like a game.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah, I set it up across the room like, a game of liquid cornhole.
In this case, Rob, I think he kept it all pretty close up because he was trying to make sure he didn't lose.
Well, that ain't no damn fun.
Well,
Next time I go, they need a urine sample at the doctor, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put the empty cup in the window first.
Yeah. And then I'm going to arc
yeah,
the stream.
yeah. And I'm going to back up into the hall here.
Ugh.
I think
it could be messy till I get this worked out. Hang on.
But isn't there a cutoff age of about, I don't know, 8 for arcing the stream if you're a guy?
Yeah.
You need to go
Like,
back.
Yeah. Peeing in a bottle. I mean, it happens more when you're younger than it does when you're an adult, but every once in a while. I mean, it's been
in an
years.
emergency, you mean?
Yeah. It's been years since I've had to do it.
Yeah.
But I do remember it vividly. Peeing in the car.
Yeah.
I never did that in the car where I've had to pee in a bottle or something. Just pulled the car over for a second. I needed to.
Kmart parking lot.
Yeah, whatever.
I got to pee.
Then pee in the gas tank.
Yeah. That's something I've always wondered how they do that.
What?
Pee in a gas tank. People peeing in the gas tank. Because, you got the little hole that the hose fits into, the nozzle does. And then you
Why
don't
would
want
you be
that.
doing that?
I've never heard of anybody doing that.
The newer cars also don't have the gas cap. They just have that flap that moves in and out. So that'd be tricky.
Right. That's what I have. It looks like a kind Kind of like a garbage disposal.
A little bit, yeah.
That's like a drunk college thing. Like, yeah, did you hear what Brad did? Yeah, he peed in her gas tank last night. What?
Well, back in the 70s, it was a trend to get at somebody putting sugar in their gas tank.
Heard that. Yeah, I've heard of that too.
Well, that'll ruin
He got
it.
a little, and then, well, I'm not saying I agree with this, but that became an offensive way to talk about somebody being gay. She got a little sugar in his tank.
Sugar.
Yeah. So it messed up the fun prank because you really didn't want to use that anymore. Homophobes are using it, so now I can't put sugar in anybody's gas tank. Literally, I don't want to be caught up in that whole thing.
It's just like when the Nazis took over the swastikas and ruined it for everybody else.
Well, I think the swastika was always not because Hitler designed that at art school.
Is that true?
Oh, did he make that? Oh, I thought it was used way before him.
I thought he did it before he flunked out of art school.
Really?
Can you imagine how much better the world would be if Hitler hadn't have flunked out of art school?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, like with me, it was a blessing that I quit college. And I made the world better by becoming an entertainer, entertaining millions and millions of people, bringing hope to their lives. But Hitler failed out of art school, and he turned into, well, Hitler.
No. The swastika was long used as a symbol of well-being in ancient societies, including those in India, China, Africa, Native America, and Europe. Adolf Hitler designed the Nazi flag in 1920. He combined the swastika with the three colors of the German imperial flag, red, black, and white.
Oh, so we were all right.
He remixed it.
Yeah.
Hitler remix.
When he designed the Nazi flag, he just incorporated it into it.
Yeah.
Man, so, yeah, you were kind of like Hitler. You just took two separate paths.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mine was for good. His was for evil.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the mustache that he messed up for everybody.
That's true. Yeah.
Except Michael Jordan had it at one point. Yeah.
Jordan
he had that.
And it looked horrid.
It didn't look good.
Yeah, it looked stupid.
But
anytime you do something and people immediately people think of Hitler, it's bad.
Yeah.
But Charlie Chaplin is the one that had that mustache first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was considered the funniest person in the world at that time. So then you get Hitler, who says, I'm going to be the most evil person in the world, but I want that funny mustache.
Right. I'm taking it for myself.
Yeah. But I like that funny guy's mustache.
Man.
Was Charlie Chaplin still alive when Hitler came into power?
Yeah.
So you think he shaved it off?
I think he only used that for his comedy
Oh, okay.
stuff. Yeah, that was a character he did. The little tramp.
Charlie Chaplin lived until 1977.
That's crazy. I thought it was way before then he would have died.
Mm-hmm.
The black and white and silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't do no talkies. What they call movies that when they first came out with audio on them, they were talkies.
And he played Hitler, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I just saw it in a movie called The Great Dictator.
Yeah, he did. They talk about his speech in that movie that was so great, but I've never seen it.
That's crazy.
He's like, well, I've already got the mustache. I'll just play Hitler.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.